My name's Lisa Klakulak, and I live in Asheville, North Carolina currently. And I'm a felt artist, primarily working with the felt medium, and I'm an educator. When I was a young child, I was doing a lot of beadwork, stringing, but also interweaving to make forms. And then during college, I started doing crochet, again intrigued by the forms you could create, and showing at cooperative galleries. And that encouraged me to take the path of a fiber arts degree at Colorado State University. I spent quite a bit of time traveling in India when I was in my early 20s. And since then, I've spent some time in West Africa, Morocco and Senegal and Mali. And as well, in the last few years, traveling a bit throughout Scandinavia and Europe teaching. Whenever I find myself doing the same sort of work or thinking in the same modality, I have to push myself into a place of unknown. So I often will travel, just put down everything that's comfortable and throw myself into the wild abandon of other countries and places and cultures to get new stimulation, and both aesthetically as well as emotionally. Detailed and encrusted surfaces and repetitious pattern has been very influential from West African textile art. As well as my time spent in Morocco, I was really intrigued by the tile work, the plaster carving, and a lot of the architecture is really intriguing to me. That the structure, the armature, if you will, that buildings are created around. My career has progressed from honestly living pretty rurally in New Mexico and just being very focused on having time to make, to taking on a residency in Tennessee for 3 years that really gave me the support of a creative community. And that really helped me understand kind of how to present myself in terms of proposing workshops and booth development. And from there, teaching the workshops, I learned so much when I'm teaching about myself and how to teach and what people are wanting and what they're lacking. And it's, every step of the game has been really educational. I think that's a huge part of it, is just spending the time contemplating the experiences and learning from them all. Well, I think partly because of the jewelry work that I was doing when I was a child, I still create a lot of adornment. I've been playing a lot with layering and creating kind of, again, encrusted surfaces. So I do a lot of surface design work, and that can be incorporated into body textiles as well as wall work. But because of the nature of textiles, I've really found that I was lacking in the skills to develop form. So that's why felting became so intriguing to me. So once I started felting, I was doing a lot of sculpture work, making bags, playing with form. And then that, of course, has led into some of the figurative sculpture that incorporates the surface as well as the form. I think what identifies my work as very strong and having a lot of integrity is because I actually full it or shrink all the air out, which makes the fiber stronger, and so the surface won't pill. And part of that is by actually continuing to felt it until it is dense. But also because I use natural dyes, I'm often putting hot and cold water in the dyeing process, which continues to shrink the fiber. And I've been using that process that I refer to as differential shrinkage in some of the sculptural forms, because by playing with very thin wool that has a high shrinkage and very thick wool that has a very low shrinkage in the same piece, I get dimensional form that I couldn't otherwise get by using the consistent weight across the whole piece. A huge thing for me is having gratitude for people and the travel and the places I've gotten to go and the opportunities I've had, especially internationally. I just, I have such gratitude to all those people who've helped me along the way, because I've traveled in places that a lot of people won't go because there's not a good travel infrastructure or are scared to go, and I just feel so supported by an international community of craft artists and just wonderful people out there that have helped me break down societal boundaries around culture and religion. And so just feeling a lot of gratitude for where I'm at and the people who've helped me get here.